Hey guys, Corey with Train Like a Girl. So I wanted to move on to mistake number 3 that I've made with my nutrition, and I've seen many others do this as well. If you watch the other 2 videos before this, we had mistake number 1, which was being on a perpetual diet. I've done that a lot, where it's just diet after diet after diet. Really jacks up my metabolism and doesn't put me in a good place. Mistake number 2 is cutting out whole macronutrients. So we're talking about cutting out carbohydrates, all of them, or going very, very low with them, cutting out fats, and I've even seen a couple people cut out protein out of their diet. So mistake number 3, and I've done this a couple times. In fact, just recently, about 3 months ago, I did it. So you're on a perpetual diet, or you're on a diet, or you're just eating very low calories because you want to keep the scale weight down, okay? And after a while, you decide, you know what, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to get my nutrition in. I'm going to get those whole foods and really make a conscious effort to get everything working again, and everything, you know, really try to hit my goals. So you start eating, and you step on the scale after about a week or so, and scale's going up, and that number's going up. Okay. So next week, you know, same thing: eating healthy, eating clean, getting those lean proteins, good fats, carbohydrates. You know, fruits, vegetables, oatmeal, whatever. You know, starchy carbohydrates. Scale's going up again. If you're like me, you're freaking out because, you know, you live and die by the scale, right? So that starts happening. What do? If you're like me, you freak out and you decide, you know what, I'm going on a diet again. I know exactly what I need to do. I need to go on a perpetual diet, and I need to cut, you know, for me, it's carbohydrates out. That's not going to help. From being on a diet for so long, I had jacked up my metabolism. What happens is your body, your metabolism will adjust to where you're at. So if you're bringing in very low calories, your body's going to slow your metabolism down so that you can live off that low of calories. And then once you do start eating, even if it's, you know, nutritious whole foods, you're having a surplus of calories, so you're going to gain weight. May not necessarily be fat, but you're going to gain weight. And it's not until your metabolism starts getting back up, starts, you know, revving back up, that you're going to see some fat loss. For some, it could take weeks. If you're like me, it took months. I remember just a couple months ago, I stepped on the scale after, you know, getting off a diet and really trying to get my nutrition in place. I went to my husband. I said, you know what, I'm done. I'm going on a diet. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And he sat back and he said, why? I said, well, the scale's going up. I said, okay, but what did you expect? You were just on a diet for how long? It's like, okay, yeah. So I trusted him. And I told him he was right, which is not fun. But anyways, you have to just allow yourself to be patient, to know that you need to let your metabolism come back up, okay? It's going to notice that it's getting more calories, and it's going to start revving back up, and it's going to start loving it. And before you know it, that scale, the number on the scale is going to go down. Fat loss is going to happen if that's your goal. And you're just going to feel so much better. So, again, if you have been on a diet or your calories have been low for so long, and you start eating nutritious whole foods, and you're increasing your calories, in my advice, stay off the scale. That's what I've done. I weigh myself maybe once every couple weeks, and that's it. And I don't take into consideration what the number says, because I know that I'm working on my metabolism. I think I have gotten to the point where it's back up where it should be, but you know, it's still something I need to work on. So just to recap, mistake number 1 is being on a perpetual diet. Don't do it. Mistake number 2 is cutting out whole macronutrients, either your carbs, your fats, or your proteins. Again, don't do it. Your body needs all 3. And then mistake number 3 is after being on a perpetual diet or so low calories, eating the way you should, seeing that scale go up, and then going back on that diet. Don't do it. Be patient. Take your time. I promise you, you will see the results that you're looking for. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something. And if you are making any of those mistakes, you know, I hope that I helped you realize it, and you try to, you know, correct those. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.